Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel again. So today we will be going with the part 3, which is one more deeper step for the transformation. So today we will be deep dive with certain more transformation, how we can move like from bronze to silver. We would be covering all that transformation in this today's part 3, right? So before that, I would just want to make sure that yesterday I posted a video for the like a bronze transformation, you can say that, but I use the name as a silver transformation. So what we do that, first of all, we click on the notebook that we were doing that. So just click on that. Okay. So this is a notebook that we have tried for the transformation. We use display, then we use a print schema for the structure wise, and we also try to check the count wise, and we did the group wise. It was just a basic functions that we have tried, right? So first of all, what I do that I just click on this, and I need to do a bronze NBFC transformation. It would be nice, right? Because silver, we now to in today's video we would be going to a one step deeper, which include more silver transformation. Like we just click on enter and just click on home. So this is a NBFC transformation, right? So in today's video, we would be creating a new report. So Lakehouse, I have already explained in the yesterday video. We have imported the five tables: collections, customer, EMI payments, loans, and loan application, right? So today we would be not touching this Lakehouse. We would go to a NBFC workspace, and we would be creating a new notebook today, which we would be click on the new item, and okay, so it's loading. Okay, just click on the notebook now. So this time we would be going with a silver underscore NBFC underscore transformation, right? So it would be saved into NBFC BI workspace only. Click create. As you click on the create, so it's just a routine steps which we have tried earlier, right? So in this today's video also, we just need to fetch the data. Just click on the add data items, and it would be a mountain with a sun. Just click on the NBFC Lakehouse, because all the tables are stored into NBFC Lakehouse, right? Click on add, and as you click on the add, you will see all the tables of the Lakehouse which we have uploaded in a yesterday video. It would be coming up here. Collections, customer, EMI, and payment, right? So today we would be doing a one step deeper, like all the joins, transformation, filter conditions, what which we have, which is a part of silver, we would be doing in this one, right? So as so today in this video, first of all, we just need a reader table. So I just click Spark dot read dot table, and this collection, um, right, collections, and this would be stored in a collection underscore df equal to, right. So as for the first time, it will take around 40 to 45 seconds. So as like we go through a more and more, it will run in a quick way, right? So just click on that. By the time I can just write more also. So this is customer underscore df equal to spark dot read dot table, and this is the customer. Okay, and the customer is not customized, right? So we would be doing with the customer same way we would be doing with the EMI payments as well. EMI payment underscore df equal to spark dot read dot table, and this is the EMI underscore payment, right? There are two inverted commas. We will remove one. The loan df equal to spark dot read dot table, right? And this is the table of loan, right? This is a loan table. The last is loan application underscore df equal to loan spark dot read dot files. And this is the loan underscore application. We missed the bracket. No. So yeah, so we have completed. We click on this again so that it should run all the statements of the tables which we have created. So you can see that Spark job success 1 of 1. Now we would be doing the display data as a routine checkups. We would use the same statement customer underscore df, click on run. So it is loading, because customer table is heavy, so that's why it is taking some long time. Okay, so it's loaded up. So we try with one more statement, display, and we would be using a loan underscore df. Okay, same way we would be doing for one more. We can do with display loan application df. Okay, so we can't run two statements because it will load up. This is the loan table and this is the loan application df, right? So just check, we can just go for the count statement now. Like we just need to check how many records are there for the customer records in a table. So there is a command of the same customer df dot count, right? Same way we can use for the loan application, same way we can use for the EMI payments, right? So just try with one more. We can use for the EMI payment dot count, and it will give you the count for the EMI payments tier, which we have 48,000, right? Okay, so let's go with now print schema, which is a which this is a information which we have already covered in the previous video. If you haven't watched that video, you can just I'll make a link of the video of my previous video in this video as well, so it would be in the playlist. So for the playlist part 3, you need to cover up with the part 1 and part 2. So if you know SQL, you can directly jump to part 2, but make sure that part 2 should be clear because the basic should be clear. Then only you can move to a silver transformation, right? So now we want to try with the schema. So the same command customer.pf print schema. We would click on the enter. So it will give you all the information about the structure of the data, which is stored in a customer table, right? Now we can try with another. Okay, let me check. My video is running 9. Okay, so let me check for the other also. Like we can try with the EMI payment.df dot print schema, and it will give you the structure for the EMI underscore payments underscore df. Right, pretty cool, right? So yeah. Now, today we would be jump. So today the lesson got today. This is the now new command that we will be going in this notebook. So the first command that we would be checking is the select columns, right? So I can write it down, select column, right? So what does select column means? Like from the customer table, if we I want to select on a specific columns only, right? So if you can check that in a customer table, we have this column. I don't need all columns, right? Because for the BI team, what like this is only a you can say that this is approximately 12 to 13 column. But in a real case scenario, you won't be getting a 12 to 13 column, you will be getting around 180 to 200. So in that way, you need to pick only the most important column. So today we would be going forward with that. Okay. So what does select column mean? So I will create. So okay. So first of all, in a customer DF, I want to select only those columns which is customer ID, right? Comma customer name, which is the most important, right? Every NBFC want to have these columns only, right? Customer underscore name, comma city, comma sorry, state, comma credit score. Okay, so I will run this and it will be getting all the selected columns. Okay, I'm getting the error. It's good to see, like, comma. Okay, one second. I haven't named this customer underscore C1 equal to 1 second. Okay, so customer underscore df dot select. Then we'll open the bracket. Customer ID, customer name. This is city. This is state. This is credit score. Okay, we haven't given this. So, for this one, now we would run this. It will be run smoothly, right? So yeah, so this is a table which we have created for the silver customer underscore silver. Now from this table, we would be doing all the transformations, right? So if I want to say about this is a table which I would be giving this table to a BI team because I there's no point to give all the data. We want to transform the data, correct? So today this is a select column. Now I want to rename the column from here, right? So rename the columns. Rename the columns the same. We would be using the customer underscore silver. This is our DF. This is a transformation DF which we have created. We will pass the table name customer.silver. Then there is a command of with column. So what the with column rename means, we are renaming the columns, right? So with column renamed. There is no rename, there is a renamed, right? In a Python we say rename, right? But in a here we say rename, right? So I want to transform the customer name, sorry, to a full name, right? So this is a customer name, and I want to transform with the full name, full underscore name. Okay, just click on enter. So our columns are a part of rename. So if I want to check it now, it will be customer silver. So you can see that customer ID is the full name, right? So you can show as a print also, but this is a like is easy because I know. So customer ID is there, full name is there because we have changed the customer name to a full name, right? So that's why it is showing as a full name. So if we say print also, if we click on this, and it will be the same thing, right? So it's a okay. Let's move to our next now. So this was a rename. Okay. There's a command with column rename. So that's a rename column. And if we want to select only a specific column, so we are just using a select statement. That's it. And we are just passing the statement whichever we needed, right? Now we go one step deeper, which is the uppercase. Means like if I want to check, I want to make a column to upper state, upper maybe upper columns, right? So for the upper, we need to use like there's a column like SQL from the SQL only we need to import. So we would be doing as from PySpark dot SQL dot functions. Then we need to import star, right? That's our import. Then this is a table, customer silver, and we would be doing customer underscore silver dot with column, the same which we have used with column. We would be using the state, which is the column state. Now we want to make that state to upper, which is a function upper, then it is in the column for state, right? So I guess the problem should be okay, okay. Let me run this one second. Yeah, let me run this. Okay, so same way we can, like if I want to see it, just click on the code. I can just click on the customer silver. Oh, sorry. And it will give you the state as the upper state. So you can stay that, okay, one second. CTV, one second, one upper state. Okay, okay, one second, customer ID, full name, string, state, string, credit score, M. Okay, one second. So yeah, let me, it should be display, one second. Okay, display. Customer number, silver, yeah, state. Okay, okay, okay. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So the value inside the state would be uppercase because we have done the column. You can say the upper column of state. So what it does that it will convert a string expression to uppercase. It won't make a uppercase of the state column, right? So that's why it was showing in a state as a state only, and inside the value it is showing the upper state, right? So this is a uh, for the like what we do for the upper. So this is the upper one which we have done. The same way we would be doing for the lowercase now, right? One second. So for the lower state, let me turn my battery on. So for the lowercase also, we would be doing the same. We would be clicking on code. We would just copy this. Okay, and we would be using now this time a lower, right? Because we want to try with the lower, and this time we would be using the city column. City, this is the upper, we would be using as the lower, right? Lower, and this is the city column, right? So we click on the run the cell. So it is already ran. Now we would be checking the same functions, display customer silver, and when we click enter, you can check that all the city columns are be now in a lowercase, right? So that's a transformation. This is a beauty of PySpark. uh, Silver is done, upper is done, right? So this is a more important information which we can do. Now I want to check on the basis of filter condition. Now filter condition is usually like if we have a filter and I want to use on the conditions wise, right? So this is my table customer underscore silver, right? Now I want to filter on the specific column. So I would do one column is taking right, and I would take credit score, and I want to check only those credit score which are greater than 700, right? Click on enter. Okay, one second. It's going error. Okay, one customer zero. Okay, we haven't used the condition filter. Sorry, filter is a main function which we need to use right here. So you can check that it will come only those values which are greater than 700, right? Now I want to check for those values. Display customer silver. Let me store in a customer silver underscore filter equal to, right? Just click on this. Now I want to check for the customer silver filter, right? So I would do display not on the this, and it will give only those values where there is a condition of 700. You can check that. So I can't replicate filter one because then all the values of credit score above 700 would be stored into customer silver, and that is my main table which I would be giving to a BI team. So that's why I have make a customer silver filter. I have used display, and then on the basis of that I can just check which are my those customers who have a credit score of greater than 700, right? So this is a very powerful condition, powerful, you can say that uh, important functions to make like to learn or to practice, right? Filter. Now we would be using one more function which is a sort, the same way. So customer underscore silver, and we use the order by because order by is a function for the sorting, and then column only, and from the column we would be using the credit score and dot descending, right? One second, guys. Okay, yeah, sure. So, as you know, like, so this is for the we want to do the sorting. So for this, we would be using the sort, right? So this is a condition, and customer underscore silver dot order by. So if it would be like it would be based on the okay, one second. Article. Okay, okay, sorry. Sending is a function, right? So we would be giving a bracket. Is then this. Okay. So for this one also we would be storing here customer underscore silver underscore sort equal to, right, and it will be stored into a customer silver sort, and then we would be creating customer silver sort display this, right, and it will give you all the values on the basis of sort wise. You can check that 849, 849. So this is the maximum credit score that the customers are getting, and on the basis of that you will be getting all like 840. It is because it is on the basis of descending, right? So coming back to our main data frame, which is customer, sorry, display customer, sorry, customer silver, no? Yeah, customer silver. So this was a main data frame which we have used now. I hope the sort function is also clear. Let me use this. This is sort. Okay. And this is we have done for the filter condition. This was for the filter, right? And this was for the lower. This was for the lower, and this was for the upper, right? Yeah, this was for the upper. I hope you guys are clear. If you have any doubt, you can just make sure that you can write it down on the comment section, right? Okay. So now we'll move to another function known as distinct function. Distinct functions, right? So sorry. So distinct function, what it does that? So as you know that in a SQL, distinct function is it will give all the distinct values. For example, if they're orange apple, so it will give only the orange in apple, right? So only the distinct values will be displayed. So this is my data frame, customer silver, and I need to select only those values which are into a distinct, right? So I will say select state, and I would close the bracket, and then I would write my function distinct, and I would do close bracket, and I can just write it down customer underscore silver. Second, what I will take customer silver sort, huh? So customer silver sort equal to, and it says my store into a this table. Now I would write, and I would write display, and then display sort. Sorry. Okay. Hit the cell, and I will getting only those distinct values which are already present into a state column. So only 7 states are a part of the distinct columns, right? So yeah, now we would be checking the drop duplicates. So duplicates means like if you have a two values duplicates, I don't need a duplicates value, right? So let me try with the drop duplicates now, right? So I would be now I would so let's go with the another table which is the application table, right? This is the application table. Yeah. Let me take a note of display application, loan application, right? Okay. So in this table, I need to drop the duplicates. So I don't think so. It would be duplicates, who is on the basis of the application loan application ID only, right? And all the values are distinct, I believe. Okay. Let me go with the another table, which is a loan underscore df. Okay. Yeah, same way. Let's try. Like it will check now. So top duplicates. So application loan application silver. Sorry, loan underscore application underscore silver. Right. So this is a table which I'm creating for the silver, right? So these are the most important columns, so that's why I'm not deleting all these columns. So I'm taking only those. So this is whole table I needed. So that's why I'm taking a loan application silver. Then I would click on this is the loan application table, and I would use one command, drop duplicate. So what the drop duplicate does that, it will if they see that there is a duplicates column, it will drop that, right? So there's a column, there's a function known as drop duplicates. And when I click on this, it will now, let me check that now. If I would say display loan application, first of all, let me check that for the loan application DA, we were having the count as, sorry, not display, loan application, display dot count. So for it was having the 12,000, right? So when I run this command, this is loan application silver dot count. Dot count. Still be having 12,000 because there is a no duplicates value, because it is doing a duplicate on the basis of the distinct values. I'm sorry, distinct applications ID, right? So yeah, so right. So let's move to the customer silver table only. So display customer customer silver, right? So now we would be trying with the group by, right? So group by is already I've done, but still I would try to explain you. So group by, it is me. So basically group by is basically how many, on the basis of count it will do a group by, right? So in a SQL it's the same. So we will do customer silver dot group by the function, and then I will know I want to do a group by on the basis of the state. right? And on the basis of state, I want to do count, right? And then I close the bracket. One second. One second, guys. Hmm. So for this, I you got to know. So I want to check now. I will run a display bracket and run the bracket and the end, right? So you can check that. So West Bengal, Delhi, Gujarat. So it is on the basis of how many state, and we are just making a count, right? So this is a group by for you, right? Now, like group by is a basically a very important and handy function. You should make a note of it, and you should finally like it's a very important function, right? So yeah, group by, right. So now we would be using the average. Sorry. Average. Same, we would be using customer, customer silver. Then I'm using the average, so I would be using the select statement. Select. Then I was using my function average on the basis of the credit score, right? And I would write display bracket and one bracket and the end. Click enter. So it will give the average credit score on the customer silver, which we have created a data frame. We have a 701. This is the average credit score, right? The same way we can do with the max and min also. The same way, so- okay. So same customer silver dot select max of credit score, comma min of credit score, right? And we use the display also. Display. Of course, one second. Okay, let's run this. So we will be getting max credit score is 849 and the lowest means the minimum credit score is 550, right? So this is the max and min, right? Now we would be making some more transformation, which is basically on the basis of joins now. So now we would be doing a join. So now I want to join customer, wait 1 second. So we are joining the customer table with a loan, right? And I have already have a table customer DF with a customer loan. So we would be giving this table as customer underscore loan underscore silver. Means these two tables are joined, right? And I would be using my original DF only, which is the customer DF. Then I would click on the join. This is a join, and then I would be using the another table, which is the loan DF, the data frame which we have created, and then I need to pass the value on which column I need to make a join. So I would be using on the basis of the customer ID, and so it is basically a same as a how. Means in a Python when we use a merge, if you have came across, so it's the same, right? And then customer ID, then we use the inner because we are doing the inner join, right? So we would be doing the inner join, and this is clear. Just click on enter. So it is done. Let me take a display of this customer loan silver. So it is a basically a data of these two tables now. Display customer loan silver. So it will give you the value of customer information and the loan information. You can check that. All the informations are it is now merged to a one table for these two loans, right? So joining is very also easy. Now I want to join my loan table with the EMI table, right? So let's try to do that also. So joining loan with EMI, right? And this was joining was with customer table with loan, right? So so for this one also we would name as loan EMI silver, right? So we would be using the same loan DF original. Then I would use my join. Then I would use the another table which is the EMI payments, EMI payments DF. Then I would make sure I would joining on the basis of the loan ID, which is my common column. And now I would use same. I can use left join also, but maybe if the data is less, more, make sure that you always use the inner join only because it is faster and it will give you better and accurate result. Because if we use left in a very less table, it will make data more of an empty one, right? So, so it is done. Let me copy this and just write it down as a display as this loan EMI share. So it will display informations for these two tables now, the loan table and the application, I'm sorry, the e EMI payments with the loan table. I hope this is clear, right? Straightforward, right? Now I want to create a derived column, right? So what do you mean by derived column? So the derived column means from the data so whatever columns is already present, we don't need to work like on the basis of that we want to create a new column. So for example, I want to category the loans on the basis of risk wise. So let's do that. Okay, I would my loan silver is a table. Okay, I am creating one table as a loan silver. So loan no. Okay, loan I have a table as a loan DF, right? This is a table. Now I want to use with column because I want to select selective columns only. So with columns, and this is a column as known as loan category. Loan underscore category. And one second, loan category, comma. So I will write a case when now when my column, okay, of loan amount is greater than 5 lakh, then I would make as a high value customer, right? High, high value customer, okay. Otherwise, or maybe else, so it's the same. Otherwise, I would make as a regular customer, right? And I would write a bracket. I would make sure it is stored into a, sorry. So I'll make sure that it is stored into a loan underscore silver because this is a table we have created. Okay, output is written 1 second. Okay, let me write in a value 1 second. Load with column, loan category, when column. Okay, this bracket on top. 1 second, column, loan amount is greater than 50,000, and then higher value. Otherwise, red color. Let me write it down again. Maybe output is okay. It is ran. Okay, 1 second. It ran. Now let me display. Why stating output is hidden? Loan silver. Run. Yeah, it is safe. So loan category, you can check that. We have successfully created high value, regular, high value. So it is on the basis of my loan amount. So it's just a pretty simple. I'm just selecting the column loan category and just passing the case when column loan amount is greater than 5 lakh, then high value, otherwise regular, right? So that's a basic transformations which we have done. Now we would be creating a silver tables now. So let me, so we would write sorry. So we would write customer. So my silver table was customer silver, right? And I would use write function because I want to store now. Mode, this is a, and then I would use overwrite, and I need to save this. That's why. I'll explain you, okay? Overwrite dot save table, then silver underscore customer. Right. So it is saved. Customer silver dot write override silver customer. So we were having the table. Now I would be doing the same for all other also. Okay. So we were having the loan silver, right? So loan silver was having. So this is the loan silver. Yeah. loan underscore silver dot write same write dot mode overwrite overwrite dot save loan silver. We would use as a loan silver, right? Okay, maybe we can use silver loan. It would be better. Silver underscore loan. Okay. Same way we would run this. Right. Same way we would be doing for the application was. Okay. Application underscore silver. Then the same way this we would be using dot write overwrite, and this time we would be giving the table as silver application. The same way, right? Silver loan, silver application. Right. Is running. All right. Okay, okay, 1 second. Okay, I got the error. 1 second. Application underscore silver dot write, because this is not the table, right? That's why we haven't created for the application silver. Application loan application silver is right. Loan application silver dot write dot more than override dot save save as table is loan application silver loan application. Right. We would click on this and it will be running successfully. Let's go with the next table now. EMI payments, right? So we would be going with the EMI payment DF dot right dot mode override right dot save table, then silver underscore EMI underscore payment underscore silver. Okay. Silver EMI payment. Sorry. Silver EMI payment. Silver as well. Right. Next is collection. So we would write collection df dot write dot mode. Same we would using the override function override dot, sorry, save table. Then we would write as silver underscore collection, right? I hope all is completed. Collection, EMI, loan application, silver, customer. Yeah. So all five is completed. Now if we want to check the result of this, customer loan silver. Also, we can try with one join also, which we have done. We can just make a silver of that table also. Customer loan table. Yeah. Do this. Because we want to create all the transformations on the silver layer. So that's why we are doing this, right? So we would be doing this dot mode override dot save. Why is not coming? Customer on silver dot mode override dot. Okay, okay, okay. Wait one second. Why is not coming? Okay, wait. Copy from this. This one. Then I haven't written right. That's why. All right, right. And this is the code I found. Silver customer loan, loan, customer loan. Right. So we have created the six silver tables. Now I want to check one by one, right? So I would so display, because first of all we need to make sure we need to read them. So spark dot read dot table, right? And then we would be using silver. Let's try with this one first. Silver customer, sorry, silver customer, silver customer. Yeah, let's run this. So you can check that we are getting the silver layer and it is stored into a silver customer, right? So the one which we have created for this one, customer silver was the our table which we have done all the transformation. You can go upwards, customer silver, you can check that. And customer silver, we have made customer silver to our the table which we have created, customer silver to silver customer, right? So basically, we have created a six silver transformation. Now, what we'll do that from the next, we would be doing a goal layer and KPI aggregations, right? And I hope this video is very much clear. If you have any sort of doubts, maybe you can just reach out to me on the Instagram. Like you can DM me, or maybe you can also like message me on LinkedIn. I will give you everything on my YouTube channel. So yeah, that's it for today. Be a part of part 4 as well, where we would be trying to do for the goal transformation, and then the layer, the last one would be a BI layer, which creating a dashboard also would be done. Yeah. So yeah, thank you very much, guys. I hope you have understood this session. Basically give you a great insight. If you like the video, please maybe you can share with your friends, and also do reach out and share with your friends who want to be a part of data engineering. Okay, thank you. Have a great day.